Oh my God, we have everybody back.
Yay!
I love the camera too. I love it.
Yeah, look at that. Even Eric has blessed us with his image.
Oh.
Watch any moments. Up, gotta go. Gotta turn off my camera. I'll be right back.
Yep. See you guys.
Smart asses, every one of them. So, where we last left off, we began with Cora astral projecting into the heart of the Cerulean Palace in Ank'Harel. Finding the throne room abandoned, she stalked through the gardens where she discovered Jaman Saord and Spike, both revealed as changelings conspiring amidst the arrival of the Iron Collective fleet. Cora overheard critical intelligence. The enemy is hunting star fragments in the Panagrip Sands, and Bragsworth has gone rogue. And they have a spy positioned at the ass end of Rockhaven, as they say.
Had.
Danger became immediate when Jaman attempted to scry on Eritrea. Though Eritrea resisted the intrusion, it proved that Rockhaven's anti-scrying defenses were compromised. Realizing the spy was likely the engineer stationed at the tail of Rockhaven, the party mobilized to intercept. Thorn approached stealthily below the tail, while the rest landed on the engineer's platform, only to walk into a fortified ambush. The engineer, Hollowbrook, and his gnomish crew unleashed a barrage of gunfire, flamethrowers, and lightning magic. The skirmish was brutal. Thorn was gunned down and stunned. Melody summoned a unicorn to breach the building, and Eritrea was nearly crushed by a gravity siphon spell. Despite the heavy resistance, the party turned the tide. Professor Jabotros disintegrated a foe with a critical witch bolt, and later captured the fleeing Hollowbrook using hypnotic pattern, which I believe that was Melody, if I recall.
And Professor tag team.
However, the victory was short-lived. The engineer had sabotaged the scry shielding device, fusing its lever to overload and detonate with enough arcane force to blow the entire tail off of Rockhaven. In a final feat of strength, an enlarged Cora ripped the boiling mechanism from the floor and catapulted it into the sky. We finished with the party scorched by the shockwave of the massive arcane explosion, having saved Rockhaven and captured the traitor alive. It's at that moment, as the fading arcane light of the exploding device washes over Rockhaven, there is yet another bright explosion of energy, but this time on the engineer's platform, as a gateway opens up. And as that gateway opens up, 3 minotaurs step through the gateway, followed by a beholder. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Oh,
what?
Already?
What?
Oh, yeah. When you said, are we going to hate you? I thought we were just yanking our chain a little.
Anybody that's within 10 feet of me,
Yeah, we just might.
Nothing about hating here. This is I'm down for this.
I don't know. We just might.
What, Eric, what were you saying about within 10 feet of you?
Oh yeah,
Everyone's
fine.
we get extra initiative. I think something like that.
Is it +4?
Yeah, +4.
Okay.
It's that's what that was. That was the instant calling on top of it. Okay.
We get a +4 to initiative from you.
Yes,
Oh,
as long as you're within
+4?
10 feet of me.
Sweet. Are we within?
I'm
10
not
feet of
surprised I rolled crap on
you?
initiative.
Or are we spread out?
I think
Some of
that
us were spread out.
the professor and I are outside.
I think
But
everybody's
outside.
outside. I think the
Eritrea's-
professor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think Professor
it looks like Eritrea is
Eritrea,
right by me.
Professor Eritrea and Melody are over by the Brightbeak and the captured gnome. It was the leopard,
So is Rhymeclaw.
Ford, and Cora that went to the back end of the platform to toss the to catapult the exploding device off the edge of the platform. So currently no one is inside the building. Everybody is outside on the platform. And Eritrea, your spiritual weapon is still technically active because it lasts up to an
Thank you for
hour.
noting that.
Yep.
Thank you for noting that.
All right. This is inappropriate music.
I got the
Let me-
first initiative today.
Ooh.
Yay. Even without the +4.
Where am I? Am I going this
Okay.
one?
Sorry, Radar was trying to hide some of my dice. She's sneaky like that.
How long has it been since I cast Hypnotic Pattern, would you say?
I'd say originally you guys were trying to figure out how to safely turn the device off. There was a bunch of rolls and checks. There was securing the gnome. I'd say
simultaneously, yeah. So
yeah. So I'd say about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. So Hypnotic Pattern, that charm effect, it only works for a minute. So can we say that we've tied this guy up or something?
Oh yeah, I would
Or-
say simultaneously you had already secured the gnome.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
because I would imagine you guys secured the gnome while Cora and Thorn were trying to deal with the device that was failing.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay. All right, let's get you guys in order. Oh, Cora, what's your dex?
mine's 19.
Mine's 18.
Okay, so we'll go Thorn, Cora. Then we've got Jalbatross, Melody, and Arrow Trail. One of these days, Arrow Trail is going to roll a natural 20 on initiative.
I want to say
more
he
likely
did
he's
in
going to
fight
roll a
before.
natural 1.
I did roll once really well on initiative, and I remember
You
it
did.
sucked because everyone got really beat up right after I went. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that's why it's good for clerics to be last.
All right.
Just FYI, Melody looks extremely beat up. Like perhaps she has 3 hit points.
All right. So with that in mind, the
minutes
bad
wasn't
guys,
3
the
minutes.
bad
wasn't
guys
even
are going to go first.
Oh, of
With
course they are.
Thorn on deck. You guys hear the beholder kind of look at the 3 minotaurs. You lot secure the gnome for me. I will deal with the rest. Thank you very much. And he begins to kind of float forward. I need Jalbatross, Brightbeak, Air Trail, and Melody to make wisdom saves, if you would, please.
+5.
Don't
Yep.
forget my cat was with Brightbeak.
And is this a spell?
This is a magical effect.
All right.
Give me 1 second. I gotta look up Breakwill's stats real fast.
No worries.
That's an 18.
Babe, my cat was there. Is my cat on the map?
Your cat is with you.
No, my cat was over the gnome with Brightquill.
Oh yeah, you better. Give
Oh
me a
yeah, that's right.
you better give me a wisdom save with that one as well. Then yeah.
Wisdom is +1 for him.
Oh wait a minute. Is Brightquill is technically magical, right? He's a familiar.
Yes. Yeah. he's
Okay, as
familiar.
soon as he's in the
Oh,
cone, the eye cone of the beholder, he is now automatically gone.
Okay. All right. Well,
Mine is a
technically he's a steed. He's not a familiar, but yeah.
But he's
It
magical,
is-
unfortunately.
mine is magic too.
By the way, Professor, did you see that you have your new mini?
Yay! I didn't because my screen's resolution isn't that high. So.
And then here's Cora's new
Yay!
mini.
Thank you.
Nice.
Nice. My Rhymeclaw is a primal beast. He
No, I
is
know.
summoned magically as well.
Oh, he's summoned magically?
Yeah.
He would be dispelled as well.
All right.
Melody, you got an 18?
I got an 18.
Okay, that will fail. Eritrea, what'd you get?
13.
That will fail. And Professor?
23.
That will succeed. Melody will go prone and is now asleep. Eritrea will go prone and is now asleep as well. That was 2 AP for him. Gonna spend another 2 AP. Professor, give me a con save if you would, please.
Yeah, let me look up what my con save is +7. Okay. Bad. That's a 10. Wait,
you will,
no, sorry. Your effect doesn't do anything because you're unconscious right now, right, Melody?
Well, so I think like
It's just an
do you have
effective
plus-
choice.
do you have
right?
+5 to charisma or +4?
Or it's me? Do I have
Yeah.
my charisma? Where's my? I have a +4.
So I think technically you should get +1 from me because I have a +5 and you're in my aura. But I also don't know if I think maybe you don't get the aura when I'm incapacitated.
yeah,
That was what I-
unfortunately not.
All right, so that's a 10.
All right, so you are now paralyzed, Professor.
Awesome.
I love how
He's-
Eritrea is like point down on his.
I know. custom
Yeah.
minis are always a little bit rough when it comes to
You
the
sleep
prone
really
condition.
strange, Eritrea.
I mentioned that in the last game. It's like he's just
Yeah.
like practicing his b-boy skills.
Yeah, it would be.
So, just quick question. Just because it keeps, it's like right in my line of sight. Where is that like a fighter on the pylon right there? I just see a red circle, like directly down from my my mini. Like
No, that's your
yeah,
mall.
no. I mean, like scroll down a little bit. It's like across from Eritrea. It's not on the
This?
screen now, but it's not on screen right now.
The red ring that's under
Yeah, the red ring.
there.
Yeah, the red is. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell what that is.
Grappled.
Or is that the guy
That
that
was
we
when,
knocked out?
yeah, that's when the gnome was grappled by Brightbeak.
Okay, all right.
and which I don't really need now because he's technically been secured, so I can get rid of
You're
that.
fine. I just saw that and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Change of
Alright.
plan, boys. That was a little bit easier than I thought. Go ahead and drag them through the gate. I'll deal with the others. So he will finish his move there. He will spend an AP there, AP there, AP there. They will then spend 2 AP securing each of you, and then moving only half their movement because you guys weigh a lot. Going back this way, taking you guys back towards the gate. Born and Cora, when the beholder finishes their movement, any magical items or effects or anything currently on your person will no longer be functional as the main icon is now facing you. That will finish the bad guy's turn. Forn, you are up with Cora on deck.
Okay. First up, I would like to so it with I can dash as a bonus action on my movement, so I wouldn't have to use an action to double my movement because the rogue
Correct.
feat-
That's what we did with that one. Yeah.
because it's
you're
the rogue
correct.
feat of the. I mean, yeah, because
Yep.
it essentially.
So
makes
for you, a dash action is actually 1 AP to move twice your moving speed.
Yeah, and I would like to essentially go up onto the roof of the building,
Okay.
and
How are you getting up on the roof?
I'm just gonna try and climb up. Like I'm
Okay.
gonna try and like hop up and scramble up the roof.
Fair enough.
because
Give me,
I want to get
give
on
me-
the opposite side of the roof from them, assuming it's like an arched roof and not a flat roof.
okay. Go ahead and give me acrobatics or athletics as you try to spring up onto the roof.
Okay. As I've gotten there, I'm out of the cone. My boots work now or no? Because it's not looking at me now where I am. on the-
Yes. Now your boots are working now that you're out of the cone.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I.
Yep.
So, that's you said acrobatics or athletics. Acrobatics is +8, so that's a 23.
So you scale up and over and out of the cone effect.
Yeah.
Then your boots kick in. So now the remaining movement, you have fly speed.
Okay, and so I'm going around the back side of the roof, like basically trying to put the roof visibly between me and them, and then
Okay.
I'm going to, as an action, hide.
Okay.
So I'll roll stealth for that.
Yep. Give me a stealth check.
Yep. That's a 17 plus 12 is a 29.
Okay. You have 2 AP left.
Yep. And then with my hide, I can also hide as a bonus action as a part of it's the same like the cunning action for rogues. You can disengage, hide. So with the rest of my movement from that, because that would be on a movement, right?
Correct. Yeah.
I want to make sure that I'm able to see down over the top, but I'm like interposed a bit between because I went back there and hid first to peek up. So I
you're basically using the roof as a hiding spot to look down on them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I am going to fire at I'm going to fire at one of the Minotaurs.
Okay. There's one here. There's one with Eritrea. There is one with Melody and one with Professor.
I'm going to fire at the one carrying Eritrea first.
Okay.
Okay. So, and this is I'm hidden from them. I like with a 29 on stealth, or
yeah. I mean, you have advantage.
Yeah, I was just making sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no one's passive is going to be 29%.
I wanted to clarify before I make my rolls. Oh, so freaking close to a nat 20. It was a 19, dang it. So that's a 19 plus 10, I think it's a 29 to hit. Yeah, a 29 to hit with my rifle, the big rifle.
29 will hit.
Okay. And so...
Is it more than 5 over that guy's armor class?
Definitely.
Thank you. Extra D4. That's 2D12. 2D12. I also get a D4 for the psychic. What's it called? Dreadful Strikes adds a D4. And sneak attack adds 2D6 to that.
Okay.
Because nice. I was, yeah. And then since I hit him, I'm going to use Whales from the Grave.
Okay.
Which is a rogue ability. I can move 1d6 damage extra to something else, necrotic damage extra to something else. I'm going to put that 1d6 damage onto Eritrea to try and wake him up.
Okay.
So Eritrea, that's 5 necrotic damage. I rolled really well on that d6.
Okay, HP wise.
That will snap him out of the effect, and you are currently being. Your wrists and legs are bound, and you're being held over the guy's shoulder as he's kind of carrying you towards the gate. The shot hits you and wakes you up, Eritrea. Go ahead.
The damage to the Minotaur total is, hang on, 9, 15, 22, 26, 31 plus 4 is 35 total damage.
Nice. So, 2 things you notice. One, you notice you do successfully hit Eritrea, which wakes him up, but he is still considered restrained, but not grappled because the guy doesn't know he's awake. Second, you notice that when the bullet does strike the Minotaur, when it hits his armor, there's this kind of ripple effect across his armor. You get the feeling that he is resistant to the damage.
Okay. I have also, I want to point out just before any of this, so I took the feat sniper.
Okay.
So that means if you make an attack roll while hidden and the roll misses, it doesn't reveal my location. And with Fog of War, you can exploit the distractions of battle, gaining advantage on dexterity stealth checks you make as part of hide during combat. It's just trying to keep me out of the way. So if I missed, they wouldn't have seen me anyway, but I hit, so that's good.
Correct.
And then my last AP, I'm going to slip back, hide again, and with the rest of my movement, kind of head over to the far end of the building.
This end?
Yeah. So I'm still interposed the building between me and them.
Okay.
But I'll roll my stealth for the hide there.
Okay, go for it.
Which not so great. That I'm 21 for stealth.
Still good so far.
And that was my last AP.
All right, that'll finish Ford's turn. Cora, you are up with Professor on deck.
All right, am I still in large form, right? I'm still in large
Yes,
form?
you are. I
Yeah.
believe you are.
Okay. Okay. Let me see if it's activated. Okay. Yes, it's activated on. Okay, I am going to follow Forn up the building. I
Okay.
have a climb speed that's equal to my speed.
Yep, just give me athletics
And-
or acrobatics. I believe you have advantage on athletics because of your size.
Yes. But also I have a climb speed, like in my background, I believe.
Okay.
In the features and traits, I have a climb speed.
Okay.
You said athletics or acrobat? Athletics?
Either or.
Okay. Athletics is better. So I'm gonna go. That's 27.
27. Yeah, you scale up onto the roof.
Okay, and trying to get out of the cone of the eyeball and
Which
As far
once you
enough
get
over
up, yeah, once
towards
you get
them?
up on the roof, you're out of the effect.
okay, and then heading towards the people trying to kidnap the Minotaurs, trying to head towards the Minotaurs. And then I would like to cast where is it? I would like to cast Butterfly Storm.
What the
Level
fuck
3rd
is that?
spell. It says you create a chaotic cloud of butterflies in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. Range is 120 feet.
Okay.
The area is heavily obscured and resting smoke or fog in the area is dispersed. Creatures of your choice in the area when you cast this spell ignore the following effects. So party members obviously ignore the following effects. For the duration, the affected area is difficult terrain. When creatures attempt to leave the spell's area, they must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, it is pulled back to the unoccupied space closest to the center of the sphere.
Oh.
Well, first of all, give me a casting roll.
Yes. And it's plus my spell attack.
Yep, plus your
And
spell
it's a
attack.
3rd
modifier.
level, so it has to be a 13.
13 or higher.
Right. Ooh, I rolled a 15 plus 7,
Right.
so I did it.
Your
Nice.
good spell will go off.
Okay.
I think I actually have. Oh my goodness, why is that doing?
Butterflies?
Yeah, I think I might actually have a cloud of
Okay.
butterflies.
And that's 3 of my AP, right?
1 AP to get onto the roof, 2 AP to cast the spell.
2 AP to cast a spell, so that's 3 of my AP. So I have 1 AP left. Do I feel like my summoned creature just disappeared, like was bamfed away, or like died?
You get the feeling that it was bamfed away. So
Okay.
you could attempt to. Well, is it a spell for you to summon it, or is it just something you do?
I think it's a bonus action, but let me check.
If it is, then it's just 1 AP for you to summon.
It's 1 action. It just says 1
Okay.
action. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just says you magically summon a beast of the land. So, well, I can pick beast of the land, beast of the sea, or beast of the sky. But I choose to have it look like my childhood companion, Rhymeclaw.
So you spend your last AP bringing Rhymeclaw back. 'Cause
Well,
you're out of the magical effect.
I know, but if he's just going to turn around and bamf him away, I don't think I would.
Okay.
I
what do you do?
will instead shoot one of them with my longbow.
All
One
right.
of
Go
the
for it. Yeah, you have advantage because you have height.
Okay, I'm going to shoot one of the Minotaurs. The one holding Eritrea because he's not asleep.
Okay.
Can I see that he's not asleep?
Yeah, you would have noticed.
Okay. No,
What'd you get?
I rolled a 1.
You
Was
hit
it damage?
Eritrea instead.
Are
Go
you
ahead
kidding
and
me?
roll damage as you strike Eritrea with your bow.
With advantage, you rolled a 1?
Oh no, I only rolled 1 dice. Sorry.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Yeah. The only way you could have rolled a 1 with advantage is if you rolled double ones.
Double ones, yeah.
And that would have been a crit.
And that would have been
Yeah.
fine. 17, I think. Wait, no, 18. Does 18 hit?
18. The Minotaur will use his reaction. He hits a rune on his breastplate, and you watch as a shield forms up
Really?
around him. So his armor class is now a 23.
I don't think they have disadvantage for any of the things in the butterfly cloud. I think it just makes it
Hard for them to move, right?
hard for them to move. Yeah.
Because for them to leave the area, they have to make strength saves, right?
Yes. And it's a
Okay.
10-foot radius.
Okay.
Sorry, 20-foot radius.
Okay. Professor Jabatros,
And it's
give
difficult
me...
terrain, so it means they're at half move, right? Half movement?
Correct.
Because it's difficult
Yep.
terrain.
Correct.
Right.
Professor Jabatros, give me a con save because you are still paralyzed.
That is a 21.
Nice. At the end of your turn, you are no longer paralyzed. Melody, give me a wisdom save, if you would, please.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Well, do I add my own aura or no?
No,
I'm right
because
by you.
technically
You
you're
get 4 from me.
incapacitated, but you can add the
Like
one
an
from Professor, +4.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a plus
Oh,
4.
sweet. Okay, so
Yeah.
then in that case, I got a 23.
At the end of your turn, you begin to stir and wake up. That will finish that. Air Trio, you are bound, but you are awake.
Want to try to.
Currently, the only spells you can cast are verbal only spells.
Verbal only.
Yep. Somatic and
Move your
material are not available to you because you are bound.
Okay. Well, I know Melody is not doing too good health-wise. How's everyone else?
I'm at about
half.
2/3. So
I'm also hidden though right now.
Correct. You can see Cora up on the roof. See Melody alongside you. You can see Professor Jabatros being carried aloft by the other Minotaur. And you can see that the Beholder is looking a bit miffed at the roof of the engineering structure, just looking upset.
All right, I'm gonna do mass healing word. I'll hit myself. I'll hit Melody. I'll hit Jalbatros. And Cora, I assume you'll take some sort of healing if it's coming your way.
all right.
I'm not that bad.
But take it anyway, because he's got like
Okay.
6 targets he can give it to.
That's I rolled an 18 on my spell roll, so that's gonna
Okay.
pass.
And what spell are you casting?
Mass
Mass
healing word.
So I need the D4s.
That is a good one. Verbal only.
4d4 plus 11. A 3, and a 4. Ooh, 9, 13, 24 points to everybody.
Nice. That's huge.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, that's including myself. Can I use the spiritual weapon?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yes, you can order the spiritual weapon to. Yeah, you can.
All right,
Because you'd already summoned it. So
that's 25 to hit the Minotaur that's holding me.
nice. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage, spiritual weapon, where are you? 48 plus 4.
Plus a D4?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what'd you roll? 25?
Mhm.
He's currently in armor class 23 because he uses reaction shield.
Nah.
Yeah, so I rolled a 17 plus 8, 25.
25
And then plus
points.
4. So
25 was to hit.
25 was to hit. Yeah.
25 was the hit. 25 was the hit. I got to roll for damage. Sorry.
Gotcha.
9, 16 plus 4, 20 points of damage.
Nice.
Points. He rolled a 7 plus 5 is a 12, so he manages to hold on to you.
I'm going to hit him with the spiritual weapon again.
Yeah,
Try
go
to.
for it. There'll be a disadvantage.
Yeah, natural 1. I'm not going to hit him.
Okay.
And let's roll another natural one.
Yeah,
but
technically, I mean, you're at disadvantage, so yeah, roll that other dice.
I rolled a 12, so no.
Okay.
Dang.
Nice call out, though.
Great.
That'll finish our trio's turn. Take us to the top of the second round. The beholder will spin around. He will deactivate his eye. And he's going to use his first attack with telekinesis. Melody, you guys are all awake. Melody, give me a strength save, if you would, please.
All right.
The area is slightly obscured.
Yep.
I got a 17.
17, that is going to fail. You guys watch as Melody gets gently picked.
Heavily obscured.
You watch as Melody gets gently picked up and tossed through the gate. And she will disappear through the gate.
Oh, no.
Oh, crap.
He will then use telekinesis on the engineer, which will fail, and he will be tossed through the gate as well. That will be 2 AP and 2 AP to do that. He's then going to action surge and Cora, give me a intelligence save, if you would, please. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No, that's the wrong spell. Hold on.
Okay.
The telepathic thing was like an ability, not a spell, right?
Correct. The telekinesis was a magic item he has because he moved, used telekinesis on you, and then used his telekinesis spell on the gnome because he can't do that, 2 spells that move at the same time. He will just. Is your enlarge effect magic or something else?
It's a feature.
I think it's just because you're giant, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, it's the giant. Hold on, I'm
But-
looking.
Half giant.
Large size, large form. It says large form. It's from my ancestry.
But how's it come into being? Like, how's it coming? Because you're not always large.
No. Starting at level 5, you can change your size to a large as a bonus action if you're in a big enough space. The transformation lasts for 10 minutes or until you end it. No action required. For the duration, you have advantage, blah, 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 blah. So it's a feature.
Yeah, it doesn't say it's magical, so this is not
No.
going to. This wouldn't work because it doesn't
It's
say
a
it's
transformation.
magical. That's a very vague description on how you do that. That's like super vague.
Super vague.
You gain like an entire difference of size without really any explanation. That sounds very
It's the-
D&D to me.
It's the giant Santa. It's from being part giant.
Yeah, but I appreciate it more when they give it
Let
like
me look up. I will look up Goliath.
flavor of effect.
Goliath.
1 AP to move. He still has the rest of his movement, so he's going to levitate up to the roof line. He's got 2 AP left now because he action surged.
Maybe.
Cora, give me a strength save if you would, please.
Maybe. Knock it off.
Okay. 16?
16 is going to fail. He is going to pick you up and toss you through the gateway.
Oh, wait. Do I get a... Hold on. Do I get advantage on those? Hold on.
Not
I gotta look at
today.
the character.
Part of your large thing said advantage on strength, didn't it?
Yes, I have advantage. Let me roll again.
I thought
So
it was
rolled an
strength. Wait. Is it strength checks or strength saves?
Strength checks.
Yeah, this is a strength save.
Okay.
I tried.
Otherwise,
Alright.
it would say advantage next to saving throws.
Correct.
Are you adding? You're within like 30. She's within like 30 feet of me, right? Are you
No,
adding
she's
my
up on the
plus
roof.
5?
No,
No.
she's up on the roof.
I was up on the roof.
Oh.
All right, that'll
I
finish
tried.
the folder.
Ah,
So this is now difficult terrain, and he's still holding on to Professor. So he has to make a strength save to get out.
Mhm.
He cannot get away from the butterflies. He tries to move away and gets pulled back. He's going to try again.
if I'm not there, do the butterflies drop?
Are they concentration or duration?
I think it's duration. No, it says concentration.
Okay. so they will
Concentration up to a
drop.
minute. So they
Yep,
drop.
They do drop. Because you are currently somewhere else. So in that case, he's going to spend all 4 AP and take Professor through the gate.
Rude.
This is not good, gang.
This one's going to look up at Abercrombie and go, Abercrombie, what do you want me to do? You threw mine through the gate. Listen, idiot. Go get the other one. The funny little blue skinny one. Right, sir. So he will make his athletic check.
Is one of the other guys' names Fitch?
Oh, just put that in the chat.
You will spend 2 AP to crawl up onto the roof. Get into base with you because he knows you're up there. As he knows
Because
that
I
you're up
hit.
there.
I
know.
As my last
I
action.
know, but unfortunately, the beholder has true sight, and he could see you. So he would have said, "Go and get the one up on the roof." So as he comes up over the roof, unless you're
Rude.
completely invisible or you've piled up a giant thing of stuff in front of you, he's gonna see you. Unfortunately, you watch as when he approaches you with his axe, he twists the handles. And you watch as this lightning begins to course along the blade of the axe. He is going to take 2 attacks at you. First one's going to miss. Second one is a 15 plus 9 is a 24 to hit.
Yep. And that's more than 5 over my armor class.
You notice that he hits you with the flat of the blade.
Yep.
So he automatically only does 1 point of damage to you. Go ahead and give me a
lightning do that?
con save, if you would, please.
Con
Lightning.
save. Okay. That's a 9.
9. You are now paralyzed. He will then
Damn.
use his remaining AP to begin to bind your hands and legs.
What are these
And the
guys?
last-
Level 20?
They're-
No.
They're big Minotaur guys with lots of magic shit.
Yeah.
Eritrea, you're technically still being held and bound, but you're awake. I don't know if you have any reactions to use.
There's a spiritual weapon.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, a spiritual weapon. Can I use that as a reaction?
No, unfortunately, I can't take attacks of opportunity.
fuck. So I realized this a little bit too late, but the guy that was walking me up there, could I have tried it? It does not require me to move.
Tried what?
My scorch scale maul, there's nothing on there. I can call.
Well, you got to remember, he was moving during his turn, not your turn.
Okay.
And he wasn't moving out of base with you. He was carrying you through the gateway.
Well-
So
Well, here's what I was gonna try to do. Is it's not really to hit him; it's to kind of try to distract him. But once per long rest, I can cause the ground to erupt in flames.
Ooh.
So there's nothing.
Yeah,
about
but is that an action, reaction?
It's your
It's an
Yeah.
activation. It's an action.
Yeah,
It-
it'd be an action to do
of the
it.
fair enough, fair enough. All right.
So Eritrea will be taken through the gate as well, which just leaves Forn. So he already went. He goes through the gate, so that will take care of that.
My turn.
Yeah, technically it's your turn. Go ahead and give me another con save, because at the end of your turn, you can try to resist the paralysis.
16. Probably not.
Nope. You are still paralyzed and now bound. As he puts you up on his shoulder, he goes, "Don't worry. We're going to have some fun where you're going." And he will jump down, carry you into the gate since no one else can do anything. And that will take us out of initiative.
Oh, man.
I got a good shot off, though.
Yeah, you did. There was a moment where I was like, "Oh, this might be okay," and then I got tossed through a portal.
Love it.
I had an absolute Hail Mary idea that almost certainly wasn't going to work, but it would have been really fucking cool.
Yeah, your Hail Marys tend to be pretty interesting when they go off.
Well, and I forgot sniper is only for if you miss, because I was like,
Right.
I just sit there and pow, and they have no idea where I am, and then just pow, 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 because they don't know where I am.
Buddy, Houdini.
But
Knock it off?
Houdini.
He's just being a little butt.
It is a feeling of falling, turning, twisting, descending, moving sideways. It's this never ending, just this constant feeling. All the while, it's almost like a kind of hyperspace effect. You can see the beholder in amongst the other three Minotaur as they're coursing through this lit tunnel. All of a sudden, the tunnel just kind of...
Thanks, bud.
I swear to God, you are chaos. And we wonder why his camera's
He's
off.
okay.
It is... But it's... All right, I'm going to mute you there while you fix that, because he's... As you guys are going through this hyper tunnel, it transitions from kind of like this empty space of nowhere with light just streaking by to where you're suddenly on the edge of a massive series of dunes and landscapes of dunes that seem to just unend all around you.
Do they look familiar?
You give me a history check, see if they look familiar.
What is my history? Okay, that's my
I'm gonna do
history.
the same.
I got a 21.
You can give me history, Professor.
23.
23. You guys are on the dune section before it descends down into the Panagrip Sands. You are very far from Rockhaven. And as you land on the sands, suddenly you guys just kind of tumble out of the tunnel. The Minotaurs all just kind of laugh and throw their weapons over their shoulders and start walking down the dune. The Beholder looks down at the five of you. I'm terribly sorry about the inconvenience of all of that, but you see, I needed your full attention, and I was afraid that you wouldn't listen to me after you got in that tussle with the gnome. Don't worry. You watch as a telekinetic tentacle reaches out, picks up the gnome off the ground by the ankle, who's still bound. We'll deal with him in a short period of time. Now, if you wouldn't mind, please follow me, and he starts going towards the edge of the dune before you just lose sight of him as he goes over the edge of the dune. And the gnome is being carried along, and the gnome kind of suddenly awakes and like as he gets pulled over the edge, kind of screams, leaving the 5 of you just kind of standing there staring at each other.
The Minotaur went too?
All 3 of them did, yeah.
Okay.
You can hear them laughing on the other side.
Look, I can still take a shot at him. You know, I'm totally fine.
Can someone untie me?
Yeah,
I'm gonna start untying the people who are still tied up.
Well, am I still paralyzed, or did that drop? Did they?
No, as soon as you landed, and you saw the Minotaur kind of twist his axe handle, and then just started laughing, and then started walking down towards the other side of the dune.
I'm untying Melody and Eritrea.
Okay, you gotta leave Processor.
Albatross, were you? Yeah.
No, he was. He
yeah.
was bound because he was bound after he was paralyzed.
Yes, but
So
didn't
he'd
I
have to be
succeed in my
untied as
strength
well.
check?
Or she could just untie you.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I freed myself.
Untying.
Okay, never mind.
Treat myself to a rager.
I was just paralyzed. No, I'm not tied up. Yeah. I will. I can peek over the top and check it out if you want to. If you before we follow, if you'd rather that.
I think Melody's gonna go sprinting after the beholder and be like, "You could have just talked to us. We're really nice."
So, Melody, as you go sprinting through everybody, you get to the edge of the dune and yelling to the beholder, you can now see down into the Panagrip Sands. And it's this bizarre kind of unending oasis to your right and your left, and this beautiful like jungle kind of environment beyond. And you can actually see the ocean way off in the distance. But what really strikes you is the vision down below. Abercrombie turns to look up at you. Oh, don't hesitate. I said I was sorry. And then kind of turns around and continues. You can see a valley filled with minotaurs. Just thousands of them in various displays of like encampments, working on building equipment, working on building buildings. But the one thing that definitely catches your eye is that there's a massive excavation going on. You can see that they've been working on revealing this 200-foot tall sand sculpture. And you can see just hundreds of people swarming over it, working on it. And the din and the noise of this is just kind of echoing up from the valley. Beyond that, you can see it's basically a floating citadel. It's a small city that currently sits about 50 feet above the horizon off in the distance. Like it's really low to the ground to the point where you can see the magic jettisoning out from underneath the citadel, kind of causing the tops of the jungle canopy to kind of move and sway with the magic kind of pummeling down into it. It is a massive display of people, activity, the largest fortress you've ever seen, let alone flying. I mean, you've heard of like the city of Aor and some of the other cities during the Age of Arcanum from the past of Exandria. These aren't that big. These are more like traditional fortresses that are able to fly. But you can see about 2 or 3 dozen airships of various types kind of swarming around, every now and then landing, disgorging people from them offloading equipment. But you can see like these huge metal contraptions that are on these big wheels that rumble and move soil and dirt out of the way. And before long, you see a pretty long column of minotaurs make their way up in the direction of Abercrombie. They kind of stop in front of him. We were quite successful in our endeavor. If you would kindly allow the Sandman to know that we're on our way, we would greatly appreciate it, if you don't mind. Yes, sir. I'll send riders right away. Now, I'm sorry. Your hair is quite beautiful. You were saying something, young lady. What is your name, by the way?
My name's Melody. Do you not already know that? You just kidnapped us.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was pure circumstance, of course. I wasn't really interested in you or your friends all that much, but I couldn't leave any witnesses behind and felt that maybe if I brought you with me, the Sandman would be kindly to you and allow you to join our little venture, of course.
So what's the venture?
Oh, well, it's not for me to explain to you. If you gather your friends for me, I could take you to his courtroom and we can go from there.
I'll look back and check. So I have the little stone that helps you tell when someone is a changeling. When I'm looking at all these minotaurs, are they changelings or
They are
minotaurs?
not changelings.
So
These
in that
are
case,
minotaurs.
I'm hyped because this is the most Fae I've ever seen. So I can be like, Ford, you've got to see this.
Do the
Go
do the airships look like any of the airships that were at Jamonsa Ords?
No, these are completely different. These are colorful, a mixture of mechanical and matrix of crystal and glass masts with kind of feathered sails as opposed to the mechanical sails. They're much more Fae-like.
Okay. Okay. I'm following.
I'm gonna peek up to the edge and take the scope off my rifle and just start looking.
Yeah, give me perception with advantage as you start looking down into what's unfolding down below.
That's a nat 20 for a
Nice.
30.
Not only can you see in greater detail everything that I already described to Melody, but the encampments are well structured with a mixture of organic material and mechanical material. At one point, you see a 50-foot tall sand golem that is slowly moving through the encampment, reaches over to where they're excavating the large sculpture and is helping to build scaffolding so that the excavators can get up onto the huge sand statue that they're trying to excavate. You can also see down into the main encampment, which seems to be the direction that Abercrombie was going towards, and you could see this very strange, kind of round pearlescent stone that is, at first you're like, is this a rock or a small stone? What's going on? But it's actually this massive, perfectly smooth structure just kind of sitting in the middle of all this kind of busy and chaotic activity.
Where in the hells are we?
Panagrip Sands.
Big place.
Big place, yes.
Doesn't. What's the name of that damn?
They're excavating stuff. Does it look like they're excavating for... Jamonsa Ord was looking for a star stone.
He said they're. Is this the phone? I'm gonna I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll call down at the beholder. I'm gonna call down at the beholder. Is this the fern?
I'm sorry, I'm not aware of what that is. What is the fern? Isn't that a plant? Would you like me to get a plant for you? Would you feel better if I got you a plant?
No, I would feel better if I shot you several times.
You don't. You don't want to do that here, good boy. You really don't.
I would like a shrubbery.
I really do. It's very hard for me not to right now. You just abducted myself and my friends, brought me out here. And last I knew, there are a group of Minotaur after us.
Well, first of all, let's be honest with each other. You don't really have good friends. You have acquaintances. Second of all, I actually don't really care who you are. You just happen to be in the way between me and the gnome that I would like to take to the Sandman for questioning. Now, I can't leave witnesses behind wherever I go, so I've offered you an opportunity to come here. Now, you can either present your case to the Sandman, or you can fall in line and you can continue to whine like a little bitch. And the boulder melee just turns.
Is our quarry.
He just walks away from you. Or floats away. He's floating down the dune to go towards that massive round structure that you were eyeballing.
Of course I am.
We probably should go talk to the Sandman.
Hang on.
He's probably got some weird mask.
I'm going through my spells to see how I'm going to fuck with it.
No.
The question of the day, are you guys currently following, or what are you doing?
And Melody's following.
Okay.
I'm following.
Professor?
I'm following, yeah.
How far?
Okay.
Yeah.
How far is it?
It looks like it's going to be an hour walk to get to where you're going.
Okay. Well, I shrink down. I'm no longer large, and I summon Rhymeclaw, and I'm riding Rhymeclaw.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice trick. What's the name of your kitty?
Rhymeclaw?
Oh, fascinating. You're one of those Goliaths that wanders the sands doing things to bad people. I think you hunt hags, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, how's hunting been?
I mean, I think we've been doing good.
The Sandman has told me I need to work on my chit-chat, what he calls small talk. He says the beholders are taken to be very natural, evil, and malicious creatures. I've spent a lot of time kind of getting rid of that speciesist belief amongst the Minotaurs that allow me to join them in this little adventure. Is the small talk working? Is this how it works?
I think you're doing great at the small talk, yes.
Oh, thank you very much. You're quite sweet. By the way, the one with the wings and the kind of stern priestly look, he's quite stunning, isn't he?
Yes, and he knows it.
Oh, he's one of them. I knew it. I knew at the moment that he was standing next to the satyr with the pretty hair. The satyrs always get the boys and the girls. It drives me quite mad.
Yeah.
And that fawn character, the blue-skinned fella, is he okay? He seems like he's easily angered, and between you and me, he strikes me as being quite simple. Is he is he special needs?
I don't know about. I don't think he's special needs.
Oh,
but
okay. Well, I
I
realized I took all of you without your consent, but unfortunately, I wasn't sure what to do about all of you. And really, I didn't want you to put up a fuss about the gnome. It's the Sandman was very specific about me bringing the gnome back to him. Our very first lead in a long time. We've been. Well, there's this nefarious fellow that we're looking for. He goes by the name of Spike. He's been very much maligning the people that inhabit this valley. And I believe the Sandman would like his head on a pole, as he puts it. And this little engineer fellow is just the fellow we need to try to find this Spike, if you get my meaning.
I do get your meaning. Yeah, Spike, he's a bad guy. We've had dealings with him too.
And you're aware he's not a real Minotaur, of course. Don't want you to hold his actions over the actions of my friends here. Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll a casting roll for summon vehicle.
Summon?
What are you summoning?
It can only be like a bicycle kind of thing. It can only be a one-person vehicle.
Well, if you want it for flavor, you can make it a one-person skiff, like a little sand skiff.
It said vehicle, or it said like bicycle or some other.
Right.
Yeah, something that could go over the sand.
Yeah. I barely got it. Rolled a 9 + 2 is 11. It's a first level spell. So,
I was gonna have him turn towards you and go, "What are you doing?" And then the magic cone hits you.
Yeah.
The anti-magic cone.
Passed it. So barely passed it. Because it's a ranger spell. So not if it was a artificer spell, I would have failed. But it was a ranger, so I got a +2 instead of a +1.
Yay.
So, yeah. So I'm gonna summon like essentially like a waveboard kind of skiff. It's just but catch the wind and take off. And if I cast Gust on myself, I can just forever, right?
Yeah.
I will do that because I'm intending to go ahead of this beholder.
Fair enough.
But I'm gonna like try and skirt the outskirts of the place. I'm not going straight in. I'm going around, and I'm going to try and sneak around.
So as you guys all watch Thorn take off, Abercrombie looks at the rest of you. He's not very friendly, is he?
You did just kidnap us. You got to give him.
Well, kidnapping is such a harsh word. I've technically borrowed you.
Does that mean you're going to put us back?
Here, yeah. Will you be putting us back?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. You might have to find your own way back, Cocoon. It depends on what the Sandman decides to do. To be fair,
You know, we were in charge of that giant turtle that you took us off.
Giant
What was
It
turtle.
was not a turtle. It was like a long neck.
That giant
Sauropod.
sauropod. We were in charge of that. And
Oh,
we
well,
actually.
you must be very proud of yourselves. Imprisoning an ancient creature like that to be forced to carry you around on its back. That's quite fascinating.
Oh no, I think it was more of like a sort of a willing steed.
Now, you see, the Sandman told me that what I did there is called gaslighting. Did that work? Is that what that means?
It was pretty good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm getting better at these humanoid interactions. I'm trying to work on them so that when our great conquest gets underway, I can interact and be what does he call it? A diplomat for the greater good of our army that we have here, of course.
Oh, who are you conquering?
Yeah.
Oh,
Conquest?
everything, of course.
Everything?
Well, of course, everything. This is the Sandman's domain. This is his place and his land, and it's been his and his land for a very long time. At least that's what he claims to be true.
Have we ever heard of
And-
the Sandman before?
Have I? Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that's even popped up is a reference to Eritreo's mother.
Yeah.
But that was, I think that was the Sand Master or the Master of Sand. The reference, the Sandman feels like a reference to someone who thinks that maybe they're an improvised king that's just suddenly in charge of this particular area. It sounds a little eccentric, is what it sounds like.
Sounds like a dream that he's trying to bring.
Mm-hmm. Well, this sounds super exciting. We're really excited to meet the Sandman.
Good. Well, I hope your friend doesn't get in any kind of trouble. I did not send much word ahead in regarding to thin blue people walking around the perimeter of the city and encampments, so hopefully they won't hurt him too badly.
Hopefully.
Sometimes they just ignore people like that, so maybe. We'll see. Well, anyways, tell me about yourselves. Where are you from? What are you doing on the back of a sauropod? And why were you in a fight with this gnome?
We should probably talk to the Sandman about that.
Yeah, sounds like a Sandman conversation.
Okay, well, I thought I was making walking. Oh, I don't walk, I levitate. So much fun. Well, anyways.
Floating looks fun.
Oh, it's quite fun. Follow me. And
Can you turn upside down?
What's that?
I said, can you turn upside down?
Of course. I'm practically a bowling ball with eyes. And
Does he do it?
Yeah, he spins upside down, and he does it holding, the gnome captive, in place while he spins, and
Oh, that's talent. That's talent.
It's like rubbing
Look
your
at
tummy
that.
and patting your head, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or the beholder
All right.
equivalent of rubbing your tummy and patting your head.
Yeah. As you guys pass down off the dunes and into the outskirts of the encampments, you now find yourself in kind of like a very nomadic style of civilization. Everything's like Bedouin style, large tents, Some of it's military. Some of it is marketplace. Some of it is people getting their weapons or armor repaired. It's just this sprawling kind of army encampment that's mixed with other people that are traveling. The one thing, once again, that you notice is that there are a lot of Fey folk here. You watch as an entire column of centaurs go, walking by. You watch as an entire column of satyrs, all dressed in armor and weapons, kind of walk by. So you're walking through this heavily Fey crowd of people. All the while, you're skirting the edge of this excavation site where there are all sorts of Fey folk and pixies and creatures of the Fey that are actively using both physical means and magical means to help reveal this massive sand sculpture, this many 100-foot long, lying in the sand, slowly being revealed. Since 4's run off, the 4 of you can go ahead and give me investigation checks as you're examining this thing as you walk alongside it.
Investigation.
Okay, mine's not that bad.
18.
Nice.
16.
12.
Nice. 6. Not so nice. Eritreo, you recognize the statue because as you are walking up the length of it and you get up to the part of the shoulders and the head has some familiarity to your face. The difference is it's feminine. This is a massive sand sculpture of your mother based on the vision that you had.
How close am I? Right next to it?
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of you guys are weaving through the scaffolding. So you could literally put your hand out and touch the tall 30, 40-foot, stone structure, the kind of edifice is up above you.
I'm going to touch the statue, and I'm kind of silently weeping a little bit.
As you touch it, you get this flash of an image of a far-off distant place where this huge city surrounds you on either side. You find yourself drifting through this chasm of buildings and ancient structures, and off in the distance you find yourself getting closer and closer to the monolith that is now buried in the sand. And in this pristine vision that you're having, this looks like your mother in form, but it doesn't necessarily mean it is the image of your mother. Whatever your mom was or is showing a kind of bearing in this form. The flash kind of goes away, and you realize that you're kind of standing there by yourself while the others are continuing to follow the beholder up towards this entrance into that huge round structure.
I'm gonna race up to follow.
Swear, Eric, you are the loudest.
I'm sorry, I kind of forgot that wasn't on. I thought I was still muted. I'm sorry.
See, I always like calling Eric out because his explanations are just classic ADD. Just classic ADD. Thought I was on mute. Forgot I was on the camera. Forgot I was playing a game. Sorry.
Wait, this is a game? What?
Real life. The stakes are high.
As you guys course along, and Eritreo, you catch up. The 4 of you follow Abercrombie up this long stone stairwell platform up to the entrance of this perfect spheroid. It's made of stone or marble or something, but it's 100 feet tall and maybe 200-300 feet in total diameter. And there's a steady entourage of guards that take up position on the stairs. They seem to be like, every time Abercrombie's like leading the way up, they kind of nod their head towards Abercrombie. And eventually the four of you are led into the interior of the structure. Foreign, you can give me perception or investigation as you're kind of sandboarding the perimeter of this valley.
I'll go perception because I have a better. That's a 22.
22. This place is maybe 10 miles long. Maybe a good 1 to 2 miles wide. This valley. The dune that you came down transitions from sand down into jungle canopy, rolling kind of tropical vegetation, and you could see a river coursing through the valley. On the other side, you could kind of, because you got such a good vision of the landscape beyond, you could even, like maybe 30-40 miles out, you could see that kind of blue water horizon of the sea, which you would know to probably be the Liliac Waters, as well as the Beryl Sea. You begin to realize that you're in an area called the Gaze Grass Coast, and the capital city near this area to be called Tanazir. But you guys are in that wide valley that kind of separates all that from the main coastal region. No one is attempting to stop you. In fact, there's a couple times where a couple of the Minotaurs and Satyrs and Centaurs and the other Fey folk just kind of wave at you as you go by. They kind of shrug their shoulders as you go by. It's not until you get to the long end of the perimeter you see an entire encampment of your own people. Maybe 200 or 300 people strong.
Oh.
Various skins, though. Some are winter, some are spring, some are summer. They're kind of laughing. You hear a rifle line go off. As you come around a tent, you could see a 50-person long line of riflemen shooting, taking target practice. You could see this very large esque kind of Elendril. He's summer, so his skin is like a bronze copper. He's got long silver hair, no facial hair, because I think you're part bugbear, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So they have no facial hair. They will find you interesting because you have facial hair. So as you skiff the perimeter to start turning back around the other side, they will see you and kind of notice you and just kind of go back to either their work. They're either repairing armor, working on weapons, or doing target practice for the most part.
Well, seeing the Eladrin there, I'll swing over towards their little encampment rather than double back. I'll swing over towards them, and if I would have noticed that guy, I would have pulled up like beside him.
Okay, that's quite a nice device you have there. What's your name? I've never seen one of our kind with a furry face before.
What in the hell is going on here?
What do you mean? What in the hells is going on here?
I was just abducted.
Aren't you a new recruit? I was assuming you came to see me.
I was scouting. I was just abducted by a god's damn beholder and 3 minotaurs.
Yeah, Abercrombie could be a little bit flamboyant when he goes out on missions, but you seem fine.
Look, the last one of our kind that I met was kind of an asshole, so forgive me if I'm not exactly pleasant.
Last one of our kind?
The last one I encountered.
Oh, I understand. Well, my name is Kras. Pleasure to meet you. this is my rifle company here. We're doing some target practice. You carry heel to toe yourself. Are you interested in joining up, perhaps?
I'm in service of the Bright Queen.
The Bright Queen? She's still alive?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
I have a
fascinating.
suspicion.
We all assumed after the Feywild was destroyed, she was destroyed along with it. We've never seen no sign or heard word of her in the last 10 years since our travels.
No, the Bright Queen's been there the whole time. She
Been where the whole time?
You don't know about her recent murder?
To be fair, I don't even know what your name is.
I didn't offer it.
Oh, unfortunate. Well, good
Like,
luck
I'll
to you.
pull out my badge I'll pull out my badge that signifies my rank with the Bright Queen. Because now, I was given that, and I'm no, I am with the Bright Queen.
Once again, sir, I'm sorry. I don't really recognize the Bright Queen's jurisdiction. Ever since she abandoned the Feywild, we just assumed she was dead.
How do you abandon a Feywild that doesn't exist anymore?
Well,
she has the
why-
Kryn dynasty. The Kryn dynasty was severed from the Fey with everybody else.
I'm sorry. What is the Kryn dynasty? What is this?
Who are you?
Like I said, my name is Crass.
Who runs this place?
Oh well, the Sandman runs this place, of course.
What's his name? Sandman's not a name.
That's what we call him. We call him the Sandman. You seem very distraught. Would you like a drink and maybe a place to sit down?
I'm angry. I was trying to kill a Minotaur that had abducted my friends, and this bloody beholder that abducted my friends and myself. So, yes, I am quite angry, and no, I would not like a drink, because that would only make it worse. I can assure you of that.
One of the other summer Elendril come up, and she gets alongside Crass and goes, sir, I think he's got a bit of bugbear in him. That might explain the temper. Oh, that would also explain the facial hair. I see.
I'm gonna snap a hex on him.
Oh,
It's not gonna hurt him, but I'm gonna
Would he notice it though? Would he notice it?
Oh, I'm doing it on purpose. I'm not. It's not.
Yeah, no. The question is, would he notice it? Like, would he feel something, or would he know to interact with something?
Let me.
Because I believe a hex forces you to do something, right?
I have to touch him to do it. I have to make contact with him to do it, because the spell is it's an attack roll, or on an attack you can hex someone.
Go ahead and make an attack roll, but
So I'm not looking to hurt him. I'm just looking.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Make your spell casting roll first.
Yeah, it's first level, so 18 for the spell
You're
casting
good.
roll. So, yeah.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
No,
we're not going to be there.
That one for the attack roll. So
To that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you reach out to touch him. He quickly grabs your wrist, and when he grabs your wrist, you can feel that there's strength there, but he's definitely holding back. At the same time, you feel 50 rifles turn towards you, and you feel the collective clicking of hammers being pulled back as they take aim. Now, I know you haven't introduced yourself to me. I know that Abercrombie can be very difficult, and sometimes the Minotaurs enjoy their work more than they understand what it means to be gentle. Elendril are not naturally this angry. We're not naturally this impulsive. So, whoever your name is, I would definitely ask you kindly to maybe be patient.
do you want to fight a hag? Kill me then.
Are you a hag?
I might be.
He lets you go. Well, dear sir, you just got way more interesting than you were a few seconds ago. You watch as the female Arundel next to him starts laughing, shakes her head, and she points like across the crowd. And in the midst of a crowd over the way there, you see this like 12-foot tall hag of like yellow, purple, green skin, who is currently like teaching a class of wizards how to manipulate magic. She then points on the other side of the encampment, and yet you see another hag of pure like yellow and blue skin with various disfigurements, who's currently teaching a group of people how to manipulate like the natural environment of the nature that they're in, the sand, the dirt, you get the feeling that maybe she's teaching druidic skills. The Crass looks at you and goes, well, if you are a hag, you'd be in good company. We got quite a few of them here. Not all of them, but a few of them.
Y'all are loony. Keeping hags around like this. They don't make bargains with y'all, they.
No, they're quite pleasant. We haven't had any trouble.
Pleasant is not a word I would ever have used to describe any of the hags that I have had the displeasure of associating with.
What hag have you had the pleasure of associating with?
Scabatha.
Like the immediate Elendril taking sharp breaths. They both step, like both Crass and the woman that's with him step away from you. She makes like an elven like symbol of protection in front of her when she steps away.
Beetlejuice,
Yes,
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir. Are you telling me that you're from the Tree of Death?
I reach in and pull out the pendant that Corinna gave me.
Yeah.
I took it off her body when she died, and then I gave it back to her.
You gave it back to her.
She gave it back to me at the end. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I pull it out and show the pendant and tuck it back.
Tan, do me a favor. Take over the class, would you? Please. What is your name, sir?
The only name I know is Fawn.
Please follow me. I want to take you to the Sandman. I think your conversation with him would be quite interesting.
If it's not, I might shoot that fucking watcher.
Yeah.
Hold it, whatever.
You wouldn't be the first one to try.
I didn't say I'd try.
Very well. Wish we could separate the bugbear from you, but clearly we can't. Follow me. And like for the first time, you're amongst your people that are like your people, very passive, patient, not very prone to emotion, not super responsive, not super kind of like, and the bugbear side of you is just both like annoyed by that and very like obviated by that as well.
I mean, it's one of the things that like no one is like Forn. So like even though I'm around Eladrin, it's the kind of the Spock effect a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's your
That's
human
true.
side.
Yeah, that's fair. For those of you that find yourself in the interior of the space of this large stone edifice, give me insight checks. Make it a group insight check for Melody, Prof, Eritrea, and Cora as you guys enter into the edifice.
Yeah, 25.
I got
Nice.
a 15.
Okay.
I'm sorry, insight, right?
Yep.
Okay, sorry.
I got a dirty 20.
Mine's like 11.
11.
Bring the average down.
This place feels very alien on the inside. There's a sense that this place maybe has always been here, but for a very, very long time. it makes you wonder if maybe this place was also equally excavated like they're currently excavating the large monolith outside. That maybe over the course of many, many years, this entire valley has been experiencing this excavation. And the interior is almost like you're in the inside of a hollow world. Like this hollow place is just crawling up the sides and into the ceiling. It's like a biodome. There are so many different environments here that it's hard to understand what's up and what's down. But the one thing that you recognize, Melody, being inside, this place is pure Fae.
Ooh.
This is like the largest surviving trace of the Feywild that you've ever seen. The bizarre plant life, the crystalline mountain structures, the fact that there's a mixture of greater and smaller creatures that either float, move in strange ways. It reminds you of your childhood.
Is this like a chunk of the Fae? What's going on in here?
Yes, you see, of course, that's what makes him the Sandman. He looks around. Well, I can let you in on a little bit of a secret.
Yeah.
He is an archfey. What he did is he protected a large section of his domain, and he brought it here when the Feywild was destroyed, of course. That your friend is not here, I would give you one piece of advice when you talk to him, if you don't mind me saying.
Okay.
Don't mention the Bright Queen. Probably best not to mention Singorn as well. Any of the natural elves that resided in the material plane. Better to not bring them up in casual conversation with him.
Why? What's the gossip? What's the deal?
He kind of blames them for what happened. Their abandonment of the Feywild, their eagerness to be more worried about the material plane, and allowing, I don't know if you know who he is, but there was this fellow that went by the name Mason, who had used a great deal of power to absorb both the Shadowfell and the Feywild, destroying both planes of existence in his attempt to, I think in his attempt to remake this world into his own. At least that's what the Sandman states. But with that being said, he is quite convinced, had they worried more about protecting the Feywild in the Shadowfell and had listened to the Archfey when they gave them their warnings, rather than simply brushing them aside, being all concerned with her Kreen dynasty and all, that perhaps none of that would have ever happened, and her own lack of hubris allowed the Feywild to destroy itself, or be destroyed by Mason, unfortunately.
Okay, well, Ford does like to talk about the Bright Queen a lot, but maybe he's not here, so maybe it'll be okay.
Yes, I appreciate your honesty. It's not that to be associated with the Bright Queen is wrong by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that, he's quite volatile, the thing is, he looks a little bit like a toddler.
Oh.
I assure you, he's quite old. My understanding is he's over 2,000 years old, one of the older Archfey. But he is, here in the material plane, he kind of takes on a very unique look, as they say.
And is he like sensitive about it, or is it kind of just his vibe?
I mean, between me and you and the sands and the rocks, yes, I think he's got a bit of a complex about it.
Okay. Well, then we just won't bring it up. I'm sure he looks great.
Yes, this is why I enjoy speaking with satyrs. They're quite level-headed, quite easygoing, and make excellent traveling companions. So please, if you are so inclined, you may be the one. And then, like, Abercrombie looks beyond where you are, and Abercrombie goes, "Oh shit!" And as he looks beyond you in the opposite direction, there's this very tall, good-looking Summer Elendril walking in. Alongside him is Forn, walking in alongside him as well. Forn, looking up ahead a few hundred feet, you can see Abercrombie and your 4 companions about to enter into another separate room at the top of yet another flight of interior stairs. But this is also when you'll notice, Forn, the interior of the edifice is pure Feywild, of many different biodomes and environmental settings of the Feywild.
I'm going to glare at the beholder with my hand hovering over my pistol and continue following Crass.
Crass, where are you going? Undoing your damage, Abercrombie. Oh, well, I was told I wasn't supposed to... Oh, we better catch up. This is going to get very interesting if Thorn gets there first. Come on, let's go.
I'll, sort of do a trot to catch up to Forn if he's ahead of us.
Okay.
Be like, FYI, I know you're feeling upset. Apparently we're not supposed to bring up the Bright Queen. We can't bring up Singorn. So, and also don't talk about what this guy looks like, because he looks like a baby. Can you do that?
Well, I wouldn't talk about what it looks like. I mean... But I serve the Bright Queen.
I know, but that's not like people don't love that here. So maybe we just don't bring it up.
The last Eladrin asshole we talked to back on Rockhaven also didn't like the Bright Queen, and then the next guy we talked to tried to kill us.
Yeah, so maybe we just sort of we just keep our ears open and our mouths closed.
He's doing that thing where like his fingers are like twitching around around the grip of his pistol, and he keeps like glancing over like that beholder has infected your mind.
I don't think so. I think he just knocked me out, and he's sort of a little abrasive.
A little abrasive. I love it.
Do you know how beholders work?
This is my first beholder, but he seems pretty nice.
Until he eats you.
He's not an entity.
Remember the last beholder we saw?
Forn, I feel like you're getting a little hysterical. I'm gonna can I do a signal over my shoulder to Eritrea being like, get up here, please. You manage the situation.
There are hags here. Practicing magic.
Forn. We have to practice self-restraint.
There are hags here.
Cora,
there are hags here practicing magic.
Hags.
Multiple, more than one.
Here. I'm gonna look at the beholder.
Well, it's quite true, of course. While we wait for the Sandman to accept our invitation. Yes, there are many, not a lot, but there are handfuls of practicing hags here. There are other Shadowfell creatures here as well that the Sandman has been given allegiance to. Desperate times and desperate measures bring very different folk together when it's required. The near extinction of our kind compelled us all to, under the Sandman's guidance, to be aware that sometimes you need to adapt to your situation.
But hags.
I know you come from the people that chase these folk down. And don't get me wrong, there are bad hags out there. I mean, there is one particular nasty hag that we've been looking for some time. I believe she is Scabatha. And we've been trying to find her for a very long time. She is one that we hope did not survive the collapse of the Shadowfell. That would be to the
Oh, she
benefit
did.
of us all.
She did for sure.
She did.
Oh, she did.
That's who I've been after too.
Oh. How do you know that she survived, though? What's your evidence?
We've had run-ins with her.
Actual
literally
run-ins
fought
with
her.
Scabatha as well?
We literally
I
fought her.
mean,
And you're alive.
her
Avatar or whatever through Korea.
Her avatar. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah.
Oh. That's
Haven't
definitely
seen her in the
information that we
tiny
should
slush,
probably... That's definitely information that we should probably share with the Sandman, of course. My oh my. Certainly glad I decided to bring you lot with me. You are filled with all sorts of information. Oh, yes, Crass, of course. Well, I'm going to leave you with Crass for now. He will take you in to see the Sandman. I must attend to my duties. And I suspect it might help calm your friend down a bit if I'm not there. He seems very sensitive. The beholder kind of pivots around.
You hear the hammer cock on his pistol, like it just like the click. It's still holstered, but it just clicks the hammer.
The beholder just keeps going, carries the gnome over to a separate like section of the interior of the edifice.
The gnome stays with us. That's our quarry.
He just completely ignores you, drops the gnome off with a cadre of minotaurs who take possession of the gnome and just kind of patiently waiting off to the side with the gnome. And then Abercrombie just disappears out of the edifice. You can hear a bit of a kind of laughter as he leaves.
Look, friends, I'm to the minotaur there. Bring the gnome along, would you?
We are not allowed into the throne room, unfortunately.
Can we chat? Would you mind if we chat with the gnome after we come back out?
Can we chat with him while we wait?
Whatever Crass and the Sandman say that we're obligated to do, of course, we'd be more than happy to allow you to.
Crass, the gnome comes with us.
I am sorry, but the gnome cannot enter into the throne room. It is forbidden.
Can we just chat with the gnome after we come back out?
I don't see any problem with that, of course, but unfortunately, you will not be taking possession of him, but you may chat with him if you'd like to.
What do you know about the gnome, Crass?
Oh, it doesn't matter. He's a material creature of the material plane. He is not allowed in the throne room.
He is not a material creature of the material plane.
Unfortunately, when you true polymorph, you most certainly are. We also are not fully aware of their powers to communicate with other individuals, so we'd rather they not be in the presence of the Sandman for now.
I like you less and less the more your mouth moves.
That's fine. I've never liked you the moment I saw you. Follow me. And he just kind of starts walking up the stairs into the throne room. You're so opposite of Earthen. It's hysterical. Earthen was so much more pleasant.
Earthen also tried really hard not to actually.
Ford is such a good asshole.
Yeah. I got that bear in me.
That bugbear, man. That bugbear.
Plus, I mean, he's been made fun of his whole life, so, you know. There are
that's fair.
Smaller chips on his shoulder than that, but
that is very fair. As you guys make your way up the stairs following Crass into the interior of the throne room, it is just this great empty gray void of a stone room. It matches the kind of circular nature of everything else. Standing in the middle of the room, kind of looking straight ahead at you as you enter into the place, you see a 3-foot tall, like maybe 12, 13-year-old boy, standing there swaddled in kind of nomadic clothing. heavily tattooed as well, and has this very determined look on his face. The weird part is when he speaks, it's just like this deep baritone of a voice. Well, Cross, what have you brought to me today? Was that gnome recovered? Yes, it's recovered and waiting outside for questioning. These fine folk here would like a first go at it, if you don't mind. Well, we'll see how introductions go. He kind of walks over to the five of you and stands there in front of you and crosses his arms. Let me guess. Abercrombie found you, of course. Correct?
That is so right. And great to meet you.
Yes, great to meet you too. What is your name? He has to reach up to shake your hand, so he puts out his hand up towards you to... What is your name, Seta?
My name is Melody. It's really nice to meet you.
But
Can I say I love your robe. The patterning.
thank you.
So cool.
I greatly appreciate it. Most people don't. And quite the large Goliath. He suddenly a chair materializes in front of him. He kind of crawls up into the chair like a kid, stands on the chair and holds his hand up towards. And what is your name, Goliath?
Cora.
Cora. It kind of rolls off the tongue. Lots of letters for one syllable. And you, Eric Cochran, what is your name?
Professor Thaddeus Thaddeus Horatio Eliphalet Jalbatros.
It's a lot of names.
Well, I mean,
Professor, a
quite
professor of what? What do you study?
Interplanar archaeology, and I came to this as part of my course at the University of Arona, but I've kind of gotten stuck here.
Well, you might be interested in what we're attempting to excavate here. Perhaps it might be something you'd want to look into later.
Did you freeze?
Mercy.
No. I was waiting for you to reply. So I think Eric clipped out.
No. It's like I thought you just absolutely froze there for a second.
No, he was waiting for you to reply after he asked you if you'd like to study what they're excavating.
Gotcha. Sorry, that sounded like a statement, not a question.
Oh, by all means, absolutely. What? I'll offer my skills such as they are to assist you with this. But can you give me some details after we're done here?
Yes, you are currently excavating the monolith known as the Goddess of the Heart Star. There's a particular device that's said to be buried here, and we're looking for it, of course.
What device?
Supposedly a device that will allow large groups of people to move between planes of existence. It is the same magic that they use in Singorn when they used to be able to recall the city back into the Feywild. We wish to establish the same ability here, of course.
Have I heard of that?
It's pretty well known that the city of Singorn is able to move between the Feywild and the material plane. And it's a kind of magical ability that the city has. So it seems credible.
I will, roll my eyes and make a little face when he mentions Singorn, just to show that we think they're really.
Of course, Singorn is not the flavor of the week, of course.
Yeah.
He pushes, he goes to introduce himself to Forn, but sees Eritrea instead. He literally walks, right between Forn's legs and past him, and he just stares up at Eritrea. By the gods, is this a coincidence?
I don't think so.
Then you saw it on your way in, then.
Yes. And
You watch as the Sandman swirls the sand in the chamber, and this massive illusionary image forms up around all of you of the bust and head area of the monolith. It is a very kind of feminine form of what Eritrea looks like. The
Whoa.
likeness is uncanny.
That's what you'd look like if you were a girl.
Well, I believe the correct term is if he was a woman.
Okay, that's what you would look like if you were a woman. Not a bad woman, too.
Not a bad man either, I must say. Anyways, this coincidence, this fate, what do you know of your mother?
Not very much. I honestly didn't even know I was born of her until last
few
week.
hours ago.
I was shown a vision of her potentially talking to a water djinn and talked about how important I was to bring peace to the world, and I saw her go into battle against some zombies.
You saw your mother speaking with a water djinn.
Yes.
Can you describe the environment and what they look like?
Watery, and I was more focused on my mother, to be frank with you, but it was in an oasis, a desert oasis, with a small pool that we've identified as the Fern.
Yes. That individual that you just had that vision with, that is my brother, Artemis. He is an archfey as well. You see, when the Feywild was destroyed, those of us that could understand how to hide ourselves and protect ourselves, we were fractured, forced to make choices and decisions. I chose to travel here to the Panagrip because I knew somewhere out here was the Heart Star. And if I could find the Heart Star, it would give me and my surviving people a chance to recover, build a place of our own. And that's exactly what we are doing out here. Whether by rock, sand, brick, or lumber, since the old world of this place didn't care to get itself involved and save us, well, we must carve out our own existence here. And I tend to be the person that controls that destiny for these folk. Question is, I wonder what you have to contribute, dear boy. What is your name, by the way?
Eritrea.
Eritrea. Fascinating name. Do you know what that means in Sylvan?
No idea.
In Sylvan, your name means bringer of the light.
Wow.
No, I'm terribly sorry. That was terribly rude of me. You there, blue fella with the beard. What is your name?
Fawn.
He reaches up and shakes your hand. Fawn.
I'm going to try and cast Identify on him when he shakes my hand.
Yeah, you feel the magic not even work when you touch him.
I'll squeeze his hand tighter.
Okay.
But it's with that look of what are you on about?
I mean, he kind of looks at you like a fly on a piece of candy. Just, you're there, you're interesting, but he's just trying to get his hand back from you. Can I have my hand back?
So this is all about power for you then, isn't it? Why you don't like Sengorn, the Bright Queen. You want your own kingdom to rule over. That's what it is. That's what we're
You watch as he goes into a very kind of angered condition now, his brow furrows, and he just stares at you long and hard. You feel this incredible kind of psychic energy course over the surface of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then you feel the energy retract. Interesting. And he backs up away from you and then looks at all of you collectively. I do apologize for the fact that Abercrombie was involved in your unsolicited bringing to my valley. And for that, I'll only apologize because he didn't ask for permission first. However, now that you're here and your friend is here with you, this Eritrea, I was wondering if the 5 of you would be kind enough to do me a service. We have finally figured out an entrance into the monolith, and we believe we have found the stone gates that allow us entrance into the lower portions of the monolith. And with all my magic and all my engineers and all the understanding that I have around me, we have not been able to penetrate further into the monolith. But I think your young Azamir friend here changes the rules of the game slightly. Everything down there seems to be cryptically messaged in the form of celestial writing. The only translation we've been able to come up with is something to do with an individual that goes by the name of Davini, the first of fallen Azamir. Seems to be indicated on these great stone doors.
Oh, can I perk up and just
May I take a look at those documents?
As soon as we are done with this conversation, of course you may.
I accept.
Excellent, Eritrea.
And can we talk with the gnome first, though?
Absolutely. He will have to go to the interrogation chamber, of course. I will have to use my particular magic on him to strip away his memories and try to figure out where Spike and all of them are hiding. We know a great assembly of them are currently in the city of Ankarel. We think that is a feint. As soon as we figure out where Spike is and we can bring him to task, we'll then continue our own colonial endeavors as he stares over at Forn.
Spike was in Ankarel, was it not, Cora?
Yes, Spike was in Non-Corral talking to Jamansa Ord.
Maybe we'll have to send a few people and test that information out. But now...
They were leaving, though.
If I recall, Corinna had told us at one point that Spike was in the Panagrip Sands. A Minotaur in the Panagrip Sands.
Yes, Spike.
Full of Minotaur in the Panagrip Sands.
Yes, Spike was here for mere moments to try to plead his case. We recognized what he was and what he was attempting to do. We banished him from the valley once we realized that he was a changeling that had true polymorphed. And clearly now a member of the Iron Collective, we sent him on his way.
Spike wasn't true polymorphed. He could still change when we killed his husband.
Oh, fascinating. Then who was the one that we sent away?
Great question.
Multiples.
Oh, well, that's a sticky wicket if there's more than one of him wandering around. Huh. Well, we will attend to this information in due time. I would be very eager to get your young friend here, Eritrea, in front of those gates. I would love to find out what might happen there. Crass! The elf walks closer. Yes, sir. See to it that they get quarters near the monolith. Give them the bigger of the tents. Give them what they need. If you wouldn't mind, have all the documentation delivered to the tent so that the young professor here can make inquiries before they get started. And allow them access to the gnome. And then when they're done with the gnome, bring the gnome to me in the sanctuary, if you won't mind. Of course, sir. Please follow me.
Before
Crass.
we do that,
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what Jamansa Ord and Spike were talking about. Sending Northern Fleet, or sending Fleet North, sending some to Jrusar, and some were staying there. Trying to remember which one they said that Spike said he was going to.
I believe he said he was going to the Panagryph.
He said he was going. Okay, so I'm
Believe so, yeah.
going to share that with the Sandman.
Which is
So,
what
Spike is coming with the contingent of airships and whatever people he's assembled to travel with him. Interesting. We shall meet him halfway then. Don't worry. It'll be taken care of. Please, follow Crass. The five of you kind of follow Crass out of the immediate throne room, down the short stairs towards where the other Minotaur are currently holding the gnome. One of the Minotaur kind of picks up the gnome, kind of like a handbag, carts him over to like another separate chamber, tosses him into the chamber, and he like kind of skitters across the chamber floor, holds the door open for the five of you. Well, I've been told you can have him for an hour, and we take him to the Sandman.
Okay. Thank you.
That he shuts the door behind you, as the five of you are now alone with the gnome inside the small chamber. What would you like
Guys,
to do
we have
next?
to make sure he doesn't we don't kill him.
Can I try and land a charm person on this guy?
I'm going to kill him. But after we talk to him, I'm going to cast Detect Magic while she's doing that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say your charm goes off fine.
Oh, great.
He's a pretty weakened state. He'd be rolling with disadvantage anyways.
Okay. Do I need to do a spellcasting roll, or am I?
No, we'll let it be a
All
ritual effect, so you don't have to worry
Okay.
about spellcasting roll.
Okay. So he's charmed for an hour.
Okay.
It was a 12 for my Detect Magic roll.
Okay.
Dice roll was 12, so it already beat my level 1.
Surprisingly enough, other than the magic you detect on all your friends, you do detect 3 things of magic on Willowbrook. He's got a wand tucked inside the fold of his jacket. He's got a toolkit that seems to be magical. And he also has a ring on his left finger that appears to be magical.
I'm going to take those, but also it was like, does the room have any kind of magical effect at all?
No, not that you can tell. Not that the detect magic is pinging on, no.
Okay.
So, can I cast Pacify Person? Just, I know he's already charmed, but just to make him even more.
Yeah, what does Pacify Person do?
It basically, it's more of a combat thing. But it is. I'll post in there.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Pacify Person. Yeah.
Lauren, are you writing down what you took off the gnome?
I did. Yep. The
Okay.
wand, the toolkit, and the ring.
Yeah.
All right. Ever didn't like that, but it's you attempt to pacify a human you can see within range. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails to save, it is pacified by you until the spell ends. A pacified creature can attack. The spell affects the enemy or deal damage to another creature. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turn. And just at higher levels, they can do it to more than one person. So it's basically, he doesn't want to attack us. It's just a little.
Yeah, we'll say it enhances the effect that Melody's going for. So yeah, Melody, he's like now completely docile, just like sitting there staring at you with, I mean, his wrists are bound, his ankles are bound. Foreign had taken all the equipment off of him. And he's very much charmed and seems ready to answer any of your questions.
Willowbrook, wow, rough day. I can't believe that beholder tossed you around so much. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know. People should be kind like you. I mean, kind people get a lot more done than really bad people. I agree.
Yeah. Is Willowbrook your real name, or is there something else we should call you?
Well, there was my original given name. They kind of They referred to me as Greyburn.
Greyburn. Pretty name.
Oh, thank you. You know, you got pretty hair.
Thank you. Oh my god, that's so nice of you. Hey, Greyburn. Why did you blow up that machine on Rockhaven? What was that all about?
I was under orders to do that, of course. I was told to.
Who told you to do that?
Well, I can't tell you their real name.
You could tell me. You could tell me. We're friends.
I guess that's true. We are kind of friends. Well, they go by the name Oblum.
Oblum.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Obliym.
Obliyyn?
Yep.
All right. Well, that was not my guess.
No, that was not my guess either.
Yeah,
So
they're kind of in charge of giving me my instructions. I've been spying on Rockhaven for a long time.
How long?
And months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm the one that send all the information to Oblum in regards to where all the safe zones are, like where all the hidden Fey folk are.
And you work for the Iron Collective, right?
Well, I don't personally, but Oblum does. Oblum organized the Iron Collective around this big guy. It goes by the name Spike.
Gotcha. And how does Oblum communicate with you?
Oh, I just through sending. They send me messages through sending. Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
So you have been around for a while. You must know how the machines on Rockhaven work. Is there any way at this point to sort of set up that scry block again, or are we that's just sort of not possible?
Oh, I don't know. I imagine if you can find any kind of device that can anti-scry, and then you harness it into a machine, and then you use like brimstone or some powerful kind of stone to enhance its ability, you could certainly try to fabricate something. But that little stunt I pulled where I sabotaged it, I know that thing's not working anymore.
Yeah, that was pretty sneaky. Pretty sneaky, Greyburn.
It was pretty
okay.
Hey, Melody.
Uh-huh.
Has he told anyone through sending that he got captured?
Yeah, have you told anyone that you got captured yet?
Oh, no. You guys knocked me out before I could.
All right. Please don't tell anyone. We kind of want to keep it a secret. Is that cool?
Well, I can't really do anything. I'm wearing manacles that won't let me cast or send or receive spells.
Yeah, sorry about that. We just have to be super safe, because you blew up our machines before. But well, Greyburn, thank you so much for being so forthcoming. I think my friends might have a few questions. Would you mind answering them too?
If they're your friends, they're my friends. Sounds great.
Yeah, we're all friends here together. Does anyone have other questions for him?
If you had one thing to say to one more person before the end of your life, what would it be?
Don't kill him, Thorn. Don't kill him. Don't kill him.
I'm getting the vibes of Matthew McConaughey from True Detective.
Yeah. Well, that's a weird question. I don't know. Maybe chocolate pudding?
You would tell someone chocolate pudding?
Well, I'd like a bowl of chocolate pudding is what I'd tell them to bring me, I guess.
Okay. Right.
I'd rather have a last meal than a last thought.
What else is Oblum planning to do besides sort of sabotaging Rockhaven? Were there other items on the agenda?
They don't really ever express more than what I'm responsible for. They kind of do that with all the members of the Iron Collective. You kind of
yes. There's nothing that you overheard.
Not really. I mean, I had very specific instructions. Oh, I was told to keep an eye out for Regina Greencloak to see if she surfaced again.
Oh, okay.
Because
they've noticed she's missing.
Well, she was kind of part of the Jrusar cell, and then that cell went dark after something happened. So
yeah,
I was told to keep an eye out on things in case she ever reappears.
Yeah.
Were there any other spies on Rockhaven?
Well, yeah, but I think they're dead inside the engineering room. I think you guys took them out.
That was
None
all of them?
As far as I know, but I wouldn't put it past Oblum to put more on Rockhaven. Wouldn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
They are very, how shall we say, very much interested in fail safes, making sure that their asses are covered in multiple ways.
You mentioned some some other sources of magical power that can be used for things. Do you happen to have any on you? There was a device back on Rockhaven that I was quite curious about that its source of power had been removed. Do you know anything about that?
He only had these 3, and I'll show him the wand and the toolkit and the ring.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not really sure what you mean, what you're talking about.
What are your items? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, well, that's a wand of telekinesis. That's a ring of protection +1, and that's a tool pouch of advantage. It's for your tinkering. If you're a tinkerer, they'll help you.
Cool. Those are nice items.
What do you know about Oblum, Greyburn? Have you ever seen them?
They are uniquely powerful.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I ever met them is when they were giving us our initial orders to disperse into our responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
They are, should I say this? They kind of terrify me, to be honest with you. They're very single-minded. They're very devoted. I guess you'd call them a zealot, to say the least. They believe in their cause, and I don't think they're going to stop until their cause is won.
What's the cause? Just domination?
I think that they want to punish the material plane folk, wipe them out, and pretty much only allow Fey folk to exist in Exandria. They are adamant that what happened was their fault, the fault of this place. They have a particular nasty feeling towards the elves that inherently lived in Exandria. Refers to them as traitors and dissenters and people that allowed their own kind to die first, without taking the consideration of this world into perspective, as opposed to the millions that died in the Feywild.
Sounds familiar.
What do you mean sounds familiar?
But what did Oblum look like? Is Oblum a shapeshifter? A changeling?
They're a changeling, sort of. But their magic is, and how they change is kind of strange.
What do you mean?
Well, they can turn into anything they want, and that's the thing. Like, it's more of a like a permanent polymorph ability.
Okay.
Like they change into dragons. They can change into people. They can change into creatures, insects. I mean, you name it, they can change into it.
It's pretty cool.
Like Jamon's sword.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the images they took to kind of keep up the facade after Jamon's sword and others were captured. Yeah.
Others like the Bright Queen.
Probably others as well. I mean, I think there's a big old prison underneath Ank'Harel, just filled to the brim with all of their enemies.
Anyone
Well,
else?
Greyburn, you have been so helpful. Really appreciate it. I'm so sorry it's been such a rough day for you.
No, it's fine. I feel like I should return the favor. You being a satyr and all. Is there a reason why you're fighting against your own kind?
I kind of wanted to ask you the same question because it seems like the people you work with are like just hunting down a bunch of Fae and killing them. Like, I got attacked and captured. And I didn't even do anything. I was out drinking.
I think it's more about if you're helping the material folk, the folk that live here, stop us from seeking vengeance, I think is more accurate way to describe it.
Yeah, I guess I feel like I'm super on board with the Fae having a place to live, but I don't know like that killing everyone else is really necessary. Like originally I thought maybe people from the material plane were killing us, but it turns out it's just you guys killing us, which doesn't make a ton of sense.
Only the ones that help the people that live here. If you come on our side, we draw you in and we welcome you, of course. Just saying, they're your people.
Well, I appreciate you inviting me, Greyburn. It's super nice, but I feel like we're a little too far down the road at this point, maybe.
Well, once you choose a side, you choose a side, right?
I guess that's right. They did say they wanted to interrogate him.
And I don't want them to interrogate him.
Why don't you want them to interrogate him?
Because if we know the information and he doesn't know the information, I don't trust the Sandman. I mean, Thorn doesn't trust anybody, really. He trusts you guys, mostly. But he doesn't trust the Sandman at all.
No,
he sees it as somebody that's just pissed off and wants power now.
You weren't there, but Abercrombie was talking about they are, getting their army up so that they can go and rule everything.
Yeah, there's a nice cadre of Eladrin riflemen on the north side of the camp.
They sound like they're doing the same thing that this
Spike's doing.
Mm-hmm. I almost thought that he was maybe describing the Sandman when he was talking about Oblum.
Yeah. But why would the Sandman take the teenager form if he can take whatever form he wants to? And is sensitive about it. It's two separate people. It sounds like.
Why act? Why turn into a Minotaur and act like a Minotaur?
Yeah.
Why turn into Kalion, a human?
Well, that was to take over Jrusar.
Exactly. Why turn into Jamon Sword?
I don't think they're the same person. Probably different people. You don't think this is Jamon Sword? Because
I do think I think the Sandman and Oblum are two different people.
Yeah, I think they're two different people. I think Oblum is the reason why Spike is having trouble getting into the Panagrip Sand to excavate the star fragment. Because he said that their first foray to try and get it failed. Although, did he say the first foray? Like he said that
they were stopped by the stone gates.
They were stopped by the stone gate, which is where they're stopped.
Which is where these guys are stopped.
But he said the first search party didn't do well, and they were sending a second.
And Oblum said Spike was here and we turned him away.
Right.
The Sand said that.
Yeah. Forgive me, Coy. When you saw Spike, he had other Minotaur with him, correct?
Did Spike have other Minotaur with him?
No, he just had Hand of Ord people with him.
No, there were no Minotaurs.
These guys are not changelings. Like I have the stone. We were walking through these armies. These are real Fae.
The stone won't detect true polymorph. We tried it last time with this fella.
But he didn't true polymorph like thousands of people, right?
Yeah, I mean there's no capacity of magic that would allow that to happen. I mean that is beyond any magical means, as far as you know.
Yeah, how many times a day can someone cast true polymorph?
I know, right? It would be a monumental effort.
A lot of good casting rolls. Look, I don't trust anybody.
Clearly.
It does seem like, but it seems like we're aligned with the Sandman in that he also is opposed to the Iron Collective.
He's opposed to the Iron Collective because he wants to rule this area for himself.
Well,
Right.
He wants to create, he just described wanting to create his own version of the Kryn dynasty or Syngorn here in Marquet. He wants the power under the statue to do that for himself. That's why he does not like the Bright Queen or Syngorn. It has nothing to do with his altruistic, magical, wonderful little 13-year-old boy's dream.
Thorn, keep it down. They're still outside.
Foreign, I agree with you, but we need to get to this stone. It would be much easier to get to it if we were working with the Sandman than
But
against
we need to have an exit plan, because if we get it, we're getting it with him, he's just going to take it. We don't want him to have it either, right?
We already have one.
That we don't want to tell him about.
Mm-hmm.
Someone has their hands over Greybird's ears while we're having this conversation.
I'm going to take out one of my charms and like tie it around Greyburn's neck. Like one of the hair, like braided hair charms.
Yeah. And
tie it around Greyburn's neck. Not tight, but like a necklace.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to hide it because I can see and hear from it if I use it.
That's fair.
And if it was like tucked in his shirt, I would see the shirt. So I'll put that on Greyburn's neck.
Tell Greyburn to forget what he just heard. I don't know if that works.
I don't think that works.
Look,
I could cast suggestion on him and tell him, I suggest that you not tell anyone.
Well, look, I suppose our Heartstone actually might have been taken because we kept it back at the Prancing Centaur.
It's true. So we don't have it.
We used it as the coffee table, remember?
We would have. Didn't we put it in our bag when we were?
We used it as the coffee table.
No, we hid it
in the Prancing. We used it as the coffee table.
No, Thorn, you guys put it in the portable hole.
Yeah.
But we used it as the coffee table in the
Ford's like,
oh,
it's not here. It's somewhere else.
Yeah,
it's not in the portable hole.
Yes. I nudge Melody. Yes, and I'm winking at all of them.
I like Melody's got her hands on her hips, going, "No, it's not. It's right here."
So I suppose whoever's over Jrusar may have found it by now if they looked hard enough.
Probably.
Yeah, it's probably lost. Find someone else's.
Like, I mean, I can roll deception if I need to, for persuasion for that if I need to.
I mean, you're not even sure anyone's really listening. If they're listening at the door, I mean,
what's more Greyburn that I'm concerned about?
Why would we mention a Heart Star at all? Like,
I brought it up, not
above the table. Why would we bring it up?
He brought up the Heart Star, and I said, "Well, we have one." Greyburn brought it up, and I said, "We have it." So we got in that whole conversation. You mean why would other guy Oblum bring it up?
No, I meant I didn't realize that you had already mentioned it.
Yeah, because you said something about we can find the Heart Star, or said something about finding a Heart Star, and I said we already have one. We've already got one, you see.
Okay. I feel the situation is only getting worse the longer that we stay in this interrogation room, and we should leave.
Okay. We got to suggest. You did the suggestion that he doesn't,
Yeah, I'll cast suggestion on this guy. It's concentration up to 8 hours, and just say, I suggest that when you are interrogated, you do not tell them anything about what we asked you. You can tell them that we asked you why you had destroyed the machines on Rockhaven.
Okay. Sounds great. You are my best friend, so I'll do that for you.
Besties.
Besties. Like holds out his pinky towards you.
With his like little bound hand, we do
Yeah.
the thing.
I'll look back at you guys. You mind if I and like go to put the ring on? Because my AC is trash.
Sure. You want to take that tinkering toolkit as well?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it only would be good for you.
This wand, though, telekinesis. Anybody?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wand.
So yeah, I'll go on and put the ring on because my AC is 60. I think I have the lowest AC among all of us.
Lower than mine even.
Is it
Yeah, see?
Treos?
Yeah, mine's 17.
Oh, damn.
Well, mine is now. Hopefully.
All right, should we depart from Mr. Willowbrook and check out these doors I should be able to magically figure out?
Sounds good to me.
Do we want to do
guys-
that?
As
We
you
wanna
guys
do- Okay.
As you guys finish up your interrogation with Willowbrook, you go to leave. As soon as you open the door, the Minotaurs enter as you get guided back out. However, there is a new person waiting for you.
Ooh.
You see this, the best you can figure, those of you that are naturally Fae, you would recognize her as a form of Dryad. She kind of bows towards all of you and smiles. Hello, my name is Helene. I'm to escort you to your quarters over by the excavation site. Would you kindly follow me, please? You also notice she doesn't walk. She levitates as she kind of drifts out in front of you, leads you out of the interior of the edifice, and once again back down the heavily guarded stone stairs down below. And once again, you're moving past the huge monolith. But as she takes you to the very end of the monolith, there are a lot of tents. There's a large bazaar set up here. There's a decent cadre of guards. Lots of people digging and excavating and doing work. She points towards a rather large tent. I believe that is yours over there. Your Professor Jabatros. I've already made sure that all the documentation, maps, and everything you need are waiting for you inside. My tent is right over there. If you're in need of anything, simply ask for me and I shall retrieve what it is that you required. The inside of your tent is well stocked with food, drink, basic equipment that you might need. We think you'll enjoy your stay there. The Sandman has asked that you write up or report on anything of interest, upon which I can then deliver to him whenever you make any discoveries or anything of important note that needs to be sent to the Sandman. Well, enjoy your time with us. Good evening. You watch as she heads towards her tent. You guys are now standing in front of your tent. More importantly, behind you are these excavated stone stairs that lead down into the dunes, like down into the sand, down into a deep dark. There are at least at any given moment half a dozen patrols of either satyrs, minotaurs, elves, kind of coming and going to keep a secure watch over this particular part of the excavation. Here I would describe it as late afternoon, early evening. The sun is beginning to dip down on the horizon. What would you guys like to do next?
What say we make an early rest and make an early rise and take a look at this before being granted permission?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm in.
I assume, Professor, you want to look at all the
Yeah, I
maps.
was going to go back to my tent and look over the maps and try to make my own translations of what they brought me.
Trail, you got that door still?
Yes, I do. Jeez.
I don't
This
trust.
commotion about finding myself, I completely forgot about it.
I don't trust our captor.
Did they give us separate tents, or are we all in one tent?
You're all in one giant tent that has
Okay.
different cordoned off sections of it. There's a
Okay.
big central common space with a large table in the middle. You could see kind of empty cabinets, bookshelves. You could see that there's like a larder that's been stocked with food, and there's a table filled with small kegs and large kegs of either water, ale, or other drinks that are there. The large table is clearly designed for the purposes of studying documentation or gathering for people to have discussions. Kind of each section is cordoned off by a canvas material that gives you your own like bed and simple table for you to take a rest if you want to. But it's designed for a larger group, so there's like 10 different cordoned off areas, and then the large central area.
Yeah, Florin, do you want to
Okay.
sleep in the Magic Mansion tonight?
Preferably. But perhaps we could make a showing of we were here and are not. Shuffle some things around and hide the entrance to your door.
I think
I'll
that's
start.
okay.
I'll start
Do we
making.
want to
those
set a watch
videos
outside of the
really
door,
big.
or
I was going to set an alarm outside the door.
okay?
But if we
So
can,
Melody, you're kind of doing your party girl thing to make it look like someone was in here and stuff like
But
that.
I am also actually making mojitos for the group.
I'm gonna like look for whether it's a flap of tent fold or something that would be able to pull in front of the door.
Well,
whenever
they
we-
close. I mean, they not only do the tent doors close and you can tie them shut, but there's also an interior barrier of canvas you can drop in front of it as well.
Yeah, the point being like when we go inside the Magic Mansion to drop that so that it covers the door to the Magic Mansion,
Fair
hiding
enough.
that we're in the mansion in the room, but we're back there. And yeah, so
I forgot you guys had that.
we haven't
Yes.
used it but a couple of times, right? So
Yeah. And I also, because I've also forgot about this, I want to reach into my Scanlan's bag and retrieve a random potion because I can do that once a day.
stack up potions.
Yeah. So you're reaching into Scanlan's bag.
Yep.
You pull out a potion of giant strength.
Ooh.
Ill giant strength. Sorry.
Heal giant strength?
Hill.
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 Yep. Hill
Hill.
giant strength.
So, Professor, you think we might scribble down some notes about false leads, perhaps? What say
So
you?
we want to be fully dishonest.
I don't trust this guy.
I know.
I just don't want to get on his. I don't feel like we need to give him a ton of information, but I also don't want to get on his bad side. We're like in the middle of a huge army, and we can't teleport anymore. So
We can't get out of here either way.
well, I think we have a better chance getting out of here if we don't piss this guy off, right?
I didn't say kill him. I just said lie to him.
Yeah, but like, let's toe the line.
No, I don't like this line. This line, I serve the Bright Queen. He is directly at odds with the Bright Queen.
The Bright Queen is in a prison under Ankarella right now, and we're headed in that direction.
I think we are days and days and days of travel away from that direction right now. Further than we were when we were on Rockhaven.
In that case, the Bright Queen is sort of irrelevant right now. The current issue is we are in the middle of an encampment of thousands of Fae. There's a heart star here that this guy is about to take hold of. And Spike is marching on this area.
He can only take hold of it if we get it for him. If we take possession of the heart star and make ourselves gone.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan, but I just think let's not have him stick up his antenna before we leave.
But if we give him a lead to head to Jrusar, we get him out of the way of Spike anyway.
Why don't we maybe just see what the docs say and then decide what to do?
Fine. I'm gonna while enough time has passed that I would think that maybe the gnome is being interrogated now or whatever. While Professor's looking at all this stuff, I'll also burn my talisman on Greyburn. He gives me 1 minute to see and hear from it, and it was hanging on his neck on purpose.
Yeah. As you take that moment to burn the talisman, Greyburn is alone in a very dark chamber. He is muttering to himself. He's looking down at his hands. He's looking around in this dark chamber. You watch as a door opens and the Sandman comes in. Now, gnome, show me what's in that mind of yours. You watch as the Sandman transform his arm into this long, elongated arm with long fingers of razor sharp nails. And he literally takes the top scalp of Greyburn's head off, plunges into his skull and rips the brain out. And he retracts his arm. He transforms his physical self and swallows the brain whole. Burps. Thank you for your attention. Turns and leaves the chamber.
I relay that to everyone here, and I'm going to emphasize, I don't trust the motherfucker.
Yeah, that does seem bad.
Yeah, you haven't really liked people that eat brains, and thought maybe it was Karina.
Karina would always wait till they're dead, at least.
Yeah.
And they were very bad people. Professor, give me an investigation check, as I would imagine you are poring over the documentation that has been left inside the pavilion for you. You're on mute, by the way.
Sorry, I was saying that was a 14.
14. As you guys are having this conversation, you look over to see the professor. He's got all the maps laid out. He's got stacks of documents out, and journals are out, books are out as he's kind of combing through them and reading through them. Professor, this dig site is definitely focusing on looking for something called the Heart Star, but it's not exactly what you thought it was when you had the conversation with the Sandman, and you picked up on some of that conversation from Abercrombie. It would appear that the Heart Star is actually the name of a ship, and it's a ship that allows you to travel the Astral Sea. It is definitely a Githyanki ship. You recognize the Githyanki nomenclature and identification of the Githyanki ship. It would appear that this particular monolith or structure was a place that these Githyanki would use to hide themselves periodically. And they were known to travel here to and from using a ship called the Heart Star. Do you know? I don't think you would know Githyanki language, though, is the problem.
He had been studying.
Well, I have comprehend language.
Oh, that's right. You had been studying it, right?
Yeah, I have the spell to comprehend language, which is lets me understand if it's written.
Yeah, I would say you have rudimentary Githyanki down. The journals are all written in Githyanki. They are travel logs of a Githyanki clan that has been traveling back and forth to this location over a very long period of time, maybe several hundred years back and forth. They would hide here during the season that they don't raid out in the Astral Sea. They would then take the Heart Star out into the Astral Sea and then continue to raid into the areas of the greater parts of the Astral Sea. It would appear at some point they made a final determination of leaving this place, but there's no more entries. There's no more logs. There's no more information. There's no information that says they did leave. It would appear that the other information that the excavators have gleaned from this place is that the Heart Star is a uniquely powered airship that travels the Astral Sea, and this might be what they're looking for and why they're looking for it. The monolith itself does not seem to be directly connected to the Githyanki. It appears to be a place of circumstance, a place of convenience. All the information you're reading about the monolith is that it goes back maybe 100 years in overall age. It was constructed as a burial site or a tomb, and that the Master of Sands is buried in this tomb, is what it feels like.
Oh no.
That's everything you're able to glean so far from the information that you're reading on the table.
All right. Sorry, I wanted to leave myself on mute because my Roomba was about to empty its hopper there, which is quite loud. But all right. So, one of the things I want to do, I want to sit. Damn it, Roomba. But I want to just kind of set my atlas on the table, and I'm going to try and Mary, but I want to try to cast Gate with it.
Okay. And Gate allows you to open up a gate if there's one nearby, correct?
Summon somebody, I think.
Yeah, it summons the gate, and I can pull an individual through it if
they're willing.
If they're willing. Actually, it doesn't say anything in there about it being willing. Give me a minute, and I'll post the thing in chat.
I'm pretty sure it's got to be willing.
I used it with Earthen before.
What level is the gate spell?
High.
It's 9. It's very high. So this is a yank. This is planning for failure, but we're going to see what happens. Yeah. So
How about we all get inside the Magic Mansion before this happens? Because a 9th level spell going bad does not sound like a place that Foreign wants to
Yeah,
be.
because for casting purposes, you'd have to use your regular spell casting roll. And if it fails, it fails on the surge table. So it fails on the table that's catastrophic.
Gate
I would
costs
like to be
1,000 gold pieces.
It's like I think it's like $5,000 ruby or something like that.
It's a 5,000
Or
gold
5,000
diamond.
gold ruby. Oh, is it?
Diamond.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. I don't have anything I can add to that, which I'd have to roll that as like a nat 20. So I'm not going to be able to do that. It's not worth wasting that.
Well, what's your spellcasting modifier?
Spellcasting modifier for the wizard is +6. So, all right.
So you have to
Actually,
roll
it's plus 2.
13.
You'd have to roll a 14 or you'd have to roll a 14 or higher, or 13 or higher. Meets and beats it.
I got a 19.
So with that, you watch as Professor opens up his book and starts doing a incantation, an invocation of a spell from his book. Within that immediate minute, you notice that a portal appears. In this portal, energy just arrives. This big kind of arcane gate is currently there. Who are you attempting to bring through?
And I just like look at it like more surprised than anything, and just say very quietly, Giancarlo Hubatt.
You watch as the gate shimmers and boils over, and you watch as the familiar flamingo-colored Aarakocra stumbles out of the gate. Immediately sees the professor, goes running over, slugs him in the chin first, and then grabs onto him and gives him a big hug.
I deserve that. I'm so sorry.
You definitely deserve that. You pushed me through the other gate. You shoved me through.
I was worried about our chicks. I'm sorry. I should have let you explain yourself. But this is more than that. This is more than that. I think you have a particular set of I think you might be interested in this. I kind of explain what's going on, like where we are. They're trying to. Do you have any recollection of a vessel called the Heartstar?
I do not believe I remember the Hot Star. Is that a ship, a place, or what is it?
It's a Githyanki astral vessel. I know you had a interesting career before you arrived in Arona.
No,
I
am very familiar with the Githyanki. They are quite bloodthirsty and difficult people to work with.
But I didn't know this was something that had come up. But in any case, far be it from me to recommend a change of career path, but I figured of anyone I know that could make the best use of an astral airship. I'm not entirely certain that's what it is. It would be you, I love.
Well, I can certainly give it a look. Do you know where it is? Is it here? Where is it?
This entire region is trying to uncover it.
I just kind of show him the maps,
And I believe it's in this area. I need to pore over it a little bit more. But we do not have a settled location. But I wanted you to be here for this. And I am sorry.
No problem. Well, allow me to start looking at these documents. See if I can see anything that you did not see.
he does. I can send you his character sheet if you want, but he does speak Gith.
Okay. So he'll start pouring over the documents. What do the rest of you want to do?
I'm setting up the place for the Magic Mansion door to be able to slip behind, and I'll be setting alarm on the sheet and on the ground in front of it.
Okay. Alarm is a spell.
But I was going to ritual cast. It's ritual cast.
Oh, ritual cast. You have to worry about that.
I'll spend the time to prepare it and make sure they're all good. Yeah.
Give me a deception roll, if you would, please.
Certainly. That's my deception. It's plus 6. That's a 18.
18. Okay.
Mhm.
I know Melody would also be. Actually, you have advantage on that because Melody was mussing up the place.
All right. That's better by 3, 21.
21. Okay.
Roll a 12.
Yeah, you can bump him to level 11, Professor.
But not Cora.
Hey.
Sigh. Lay sigh.
Listen.
But I'm letard.
Fine. Then take a nap. Then fire the missiles.
Yes! Yes!
Okay, my husband is obsessed with that. He loves that. Takes every opportunity to actually do that. Say, oh, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I'm
Ah, motherland.
Right then, mate. Fucking kangaroo.
So with that, Thorn sets up the place for the Magic Mansion door to be hidden. Giancarlo picks up his notes that he's been taking, and the 5 of you enter into the Magic Mansion to take your long rest. And I think that's a good place to stop. We'll finish there for the night.
I want to, before we long rest, I want to meditate.
Okay.
Because I have meditate, the dream watch. It says they practice a meditative ritual before sleep that strengthens the soul to resist hag nightmares.
Okay.
And it says
Love it.
many awaken from dreams with sand in their palms, a sacred sign of protection.
Interesting. I like
that seems like super likely here anyway.
that.
Like, whether the spell works or not, you're gonna have sandy palms.
Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to be safe, be kind, and don't forget, play the game. And we'll see you next Sunday. You guys go ahead and linger. We'll talk about the schedule. Good night, everybody.
Good night.